my name is Bella, and welcome back to Bible Land Adventures. Today we have a special guest with us today, and that is my mom, and she's going to be teaching you the Bible story of Noah's Ark and God's builds a covenant, the rainbow. So let's go over to my mom.
Hi, Little Explorer. I am so excited to be here today. Are you guys ready to dive into a big, rainy adventure that will last days and days? Now, it's just not rain. It's a waterfall from the sky. So, in this story, we'll meet a man named Noah. So let's set sail into the adventure of Genesis 6, chapter 5 through chapter 9. Okay, Little Explorer. So now, picture a world full of wonder and beauty where God created everything like a magnificent masterpiece. As time went on, people started to forget how to be kind and good to each other. God saw that they were choosing to sin. Every person's thoughts were evil. God was sorry that He made people. God wanted people to have a relationship with Him, but people did not want to know God or obey Him. So God said,
I will wipe man off the face of the earth.
But there was one special person named Noah, and he was found favor in God's eyes. Noah was a good and righteous man who tried to follow God in all things. Now, let's picture Noah like a shining star of goodness in a world that needed it. God saw this and decided to tell Noah something amazing. God whispered to Noah,
I'm going to do something big, something that will wash the world clean and fresh again. I want you to build a giant boat called an ark. You, your family, and 2 of every kind of animal will come aboard to be saved.
Noah was surprised, but trusted God's plan. He gathered his family and the animals, and they all got into the ark. Then, something unbelievable happened. Rain poured down from the sky for 40 days and 40 nights. The whole world turned into an ocean of water. Can you imagine that? But Noah and his family, along with all the animals, were safe and sound on the ark. They trusted God's promise. After the rain stopped, the ark landed safely on a big mountain. Then Noah built an altar and gave an offering to God. God was pleased with Noah's offering. So can you guess what happens next? God painted a beautiful rainbow in the sky, a colorful ark to show His love and promise. He said,
I promise to never flood the whole world again. The rainbow is a sign of my forever love for you.
So as you journey through your faith, little one, remember that God's love is like a rainbow, beautiful, colorful, and full of promises. Just like Noah, we can trust God in our lives and know that He takes care of us no matter what. And so, my little explorer, here's the verse to treasure. Whenever the rainbow appears in the cloud, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and all living creatures of every kind on earth. Genesis 9:16. This verse reminds us of God's promise, symbolized by the rainbow, that He will never again flood the whole earth. It's a beautiful reminder of God's faithfulness and His amazing love for all living creatures. The story of Noah points ahead to a greater rescue plan. God's Son, Jesus, the only perfectly righteous person who came to take the punishment for our sins. So, by trusting in Jesus, we are saved. Jesus died so that we can live.
Hello, little explorers, it's me, Beth, and I'm back for Noah's Ark. So, I'm going to be doing today's takeaways from this story. 1. Trust in God's promises. Just like Noah trusted God's promise of safety, we can learn to trust in God's promises in our own lives. God's promises are a source of comfort and assurance, reminding us that He is always with us and watching for us. 2. Obedience to God's instructions. Noah faithfully followed God's instructions to build the ark and gather the animals. This story teaches us the importance of obeying God's commandments, even when they might seem unusual or challenging. Now, here's a little fast fact, you guys. So, back in Noah's time, since the people are like mean and they weren't nice to each other at all, but God favored in Noah, had favor over Noah, the people kept doubting Noah and kept yelling at him and saying they were mean to him because they were like confused of why he's building this giant ark. There's no rain at all. But then when the water came, they tried to get on the ark, but they never did because they didn't obey God. So they got washed away. And also, here's another fact. There were actually dinosaurs on this boat, but the dinosaurs got extinct over like the people hunt them when they like the flood, because there are only 2 of each kind, male and female. So the 2 of each kind can make a lot, but not if people are like hunting here like dinosaurs. So anyway, let's get back to these takeaways. 3. Faithful during challenges. Faithfulness during challenges. Noah's commitment to building the ark despite ridiculous and doubt is a lesson in perseverance and faithfulness. But in our lives, we may face challenges and doubts. But staying faithful to God's plan can lead to amazing outcomes. Just like Noah, because God showed a rainbow to say that this is His new covenant, that God will not flood the earth again. Now, number 4, gratitude for God's protection. Just as Noah and his family kept safe during the flood, we can express gratitude for God's protection and provision in our lives. Recognizing God's blessings encourages a heart of thankfulness. By applying these real-life applications, we can find guidance, inspiration, and spiritual growth through these lessons taught in the story of Genesis 6, verse 5 to 19 seconds. So, here's one more fact on you guys. So, to figure out whether the waters are still high enough, Noah sent out a dove. And the final time Noah sent out a dove, the dove came back with an olive leaf. And that's how Noah knew that the flood waters were going down. I hope you enjoyed this video, explorers. Keep exploring the Bible. Bye-bye.